Tons of news and report to get through today, my friends. In today's video, we're going to be touching on Moise Kean, and we're going to be touching on Semenyo from Bournemouth and Christopher Nkunku move for the summer. So guys, if it's your first time on the channel, you know what to do. Hit that like button and subscribe if you can, and let's get into it. And for the first story, we have a pretty interesting story involving Moise Kean. What a player, man. What an incredible season this player have had. Moise Kean is this another wonder kid who was finally showcasing his talent. During the international break, he scored a superb goal, a beautiful goal, man, like against Germany. And this is Rudiger, man. So these guys are not bums. He scored a superb goal, which was pure power, laces on the goal, man. He hits it, and the second goal was excellent goal as well. And Moise Kean, man, one thing I can say, man, it sums up that his incredible season he has had. He scored some magnificent goal, beautiful goal. He's finally showcasing his talent, the potential he always had. As you guys remember him at Paris Saint-Germain, he was at Juve. This guy has moved in a lot of teams, man. But sometimes when you're spending money on top youth guys, I think for me, Moise Kean, this is the right age to go and sign a player like Moise Kean. Compared to other men that have to wait until 25, 26, 27, sometimes you have to give these players time and let them grow, man. But one thing I can say, let's see how many Chelsea players can hit those levels, man. But let's go back to Moise Kean. Today he says that the report that he could be leaving Fiorentina after having 18 goals in 28 Serie A games. For me right now, in my humble opinion, he's Italy's best striker. Because there's 52 million euros release clause that is valid from the 1st of July until the 15th of July. That's like 2 weeks period to secure this guy. At the moment, clubs like us, Arsenal and Newcastle, the report today says that Newcastle have made 4 more new contact with Kean's agent. That who knows, man. Does this one says that he's looking like Isak is gonna leave Newcastle? Because for me, I think so, man. Because one thing, if Newcastle does not get Champions League, they may need to get a new striker. Because I know for sure Isak wants to play Champions League. He has a big ambitions. It looks like if Newcastle cash in Alexander Isak, you're looking at around 130 million, 140 for Newcastle, and that's what I think. They have to splash. They have to splash money, man. You have to splash money to sign Isak, and for me, I'll be the first choice. He's my first choice striker. But one thing I want to say this, man. Let's go back to Moise Kean. Moise Kean, he's a good striker. He can play in false nine on the wings, as everything you need him to do. He's very unrelenting. He's very unpredictable. This is why he's giving high defenders tough trouble. They're splashing like what, 40 mil, like on Isak or Tanariv, anything wrong, like on targeting Kean. I like what this guy does. He's everything Fiorentina. For me, I would say Moise Kean, he's a completely forward. His movement on the ball, his unrelenting. Because this is why he's giving very high level defenders time problem to defend him. Because this guy can carry a ball very, very high. And in the counter-attacking, he can create like shooting opportunities. This guy's box presence is a very, very fire, man. And one thing I can say is him showcasing his talent now, man. He's showcasing in a box. In the box, he's always present, man. And one thing I can say, this guy, we have to go and sign him. If we have to sign a forward, some of the forwards, I know guys have given you like some names. For me, I think Moise Kean will be a good, perfect. He'll be a perfect player for us. I don't know what you guys think. Can you comment down below? He's dynamic. He can be like a platform like for his teams. He has quality. He has a very, very highly quality, man. If some reason we are not be able to be some teams on him, I don't know, man, guys. So we have to go back on the lap and all these other guys. I don't think Kean is a bad guy on your short list, guys. We have to sign Moise Kean. So guys, would you cash in on Moise Kean? Because for me, I will do it, man. He's a perfect perfect player for us in our system. He can do it. He can play as a false nine, as a nine. He can drop in deep and carry the ball. This is the type of players like we need at Chelsea Football Club right now, man. So guys, now we discuss some interesting story involving Bournemouth Antoine Semenyo. This comes from Alexander Phillips, and he reports that right now the clubs that really see Semenyo are like in higher there, like in a short list. And for me, we seems like we're gonna be making a move for him. For me, I found this news pretty interesting. I think this season Semenyo is one of the players in form this season. I think he's on like on 7 goals and 4 assists. Semenyo for me, man, I don't really see the point why we have to go and sign this guy, because he has the same amount of goals with Nani, man. What's the point? What's really the point of signing this guy? Consider Maresca wants players who can play like in different positions. I think that's what Maresca wants, but maybe Moise can act as like a squad player. Semenyo, I don't know what's gonna happen, but for me, it's pretty interesting, this story, man. What are we really doing? Because I'm sitting here again trying to get another squad player. I've been asking to bring in a player who can start. I think his release cost is about 40 million, and are we really gonna play this much money? Because Manchester United are interested in him as well. Because I don't know what Amorim has in store for him, Semenyo, because he loves attacking wingers, and Manchester United, for me, I think he will fit more in Manchester United system. And as yesterday I said, I would like us to go and sign Ademendo Lookman. Ademendo Lookman, he's a fantastic player. That's the kind of player I want. I don't want to see the Semenyo or all these other players, man. And I'm so tired, man, talking about the same stuff every day. We need to stop signing these average players, man. So guys, let me in the comment down below. I don't want to spend so much time on Semenyo. And now let's talk about Christopher Nkunku. And it seems like Bayern Munich had not necessarily closed the door on Christopher Nkunku this summer. The report have said like the interest is still there. The Bayern, they're gonna be trying to sign him again in the summertime, because as you guys remember, like in January, Bayern Munich tried to sign him. As you guys remember, it's very, very easy to convince Christopher Nkunku because he's unhappy with the minute at Chelsea. We have seen the shadow of what Christopher Nkunku used to be, and this is not the guy. He's a new tactical. I don't know what we've been doing, man. This guy came to the club. We expected him to be doing what Cole Palmer is doing right now, because currently right now Nkunku is not showing his best. And even if Cole Palmer is being out of the team, he still cannot play that 10 role. He still finds himself playing outside the like on the wings. And I don't really ask what Maresca is doing. Sometimes you cannot expect a player to do some stuff that he's not meant to do. Christopher Nkunku is not really that player. And at the end of the thing I said, man, Christopher Nkunku needs to play. He's a number 10. And one thing I said even in January, Christopher Nkunku, I think he will fit in the Bayern Munich team. He will be perfect, because this guy has no future here. We cannot be putting ourselves in this situation where we're keeping players that don't need to be here, because this is going to hurt us. Because if you guys are saying we need to sell players every season, I don't want to be in the same situation where in the final moment, that's when we have to start going crazy. The same thing happened with Osimhen, man. And the addition of our window this time in summer, we have to sign guys very early. Very, very early. That's the only way we have to do it. We're not going to waste time overcharging for their price again. Christopher Nkunku at the moment, he's not worth 70 million. João Felix is not worth 60. These guys right now, I think for me, Christopher Nkunku is about 40 million. And even João Felix is about 30. 30 for sure, because they have dropped so much since they've been here. So guys, let me in the comment down below, what are your thoughts on Christopher Nkunku?